Nero, we're live. We're going to head back home. Good afternoon, everybody. It's one of my last minute lives again. I've had my little chill out time with Annie and Nero, as it's such a beautiful day. And I always think it's rude if I don't share it with you. So we've just been down Greenbank Lane, down to Cartmell's little racecourse. And we're just heading home. Nero's looking a lot brighter than he was this morning. He was, I think, with the change in weather, it went from very cold to really quite warm. He was just a little bit subdued. So he's been out on the track this morning with his little buddy Jubbers. Hi Monique. I was just saying it's one of my last minute lives. Annie's not taken Nero out since she had her biopsy on her chest. Nero's obviously just been up the yard, going on the walker and going on the track, on Drommy's driveway, the track that we've got going through what we've always affectionately called Fat Camp. The weather is beautiful, Monique. So, although I thought there's 1,000,001 other things that I could be doing today, it's been quite a full-on few days for various different reasons. Obviously, we had the vet trip yesterday. We've actually had Sam back again today for Nika. But we've had some really good news today that you might have seen in the short that I posted. We found out that the building for the girls' turnout is arriving Friday week, so on the 3rd of October. And also Nika's foot that I've been really quite worried about. She always worries me with her feet, and I know that she does get bad abscess. But because we know that her pedal bone has rotated a while ago, that has been worrying me quite how lame she is. So apologies to anybody who's joining this live for the first time and you don't know the history of all our horses and what we do, or even what we do here. Thank you for the little love hearts. So for those who don't know, we're in the north of England, in the southern tip of the Lake District National Park. We run Friesian Horse Sanctuary, and Nero's one of our residents, one of our disabled residents, aren't you, Nero? But just because he's disabled, it doesn't mean that he can't lead a good life. So we try and keep his life as entertaining as possible because he's got a very active little brain, haven't you, Nero? But if you want to find out more about him and everything else we do, then you can head over to our main channel. Monique was thinking about VioVet. They have a large range of dermatitis natural products. They do, and I order a number of things from VioVet. You know, and we've tried all sorts of lotions and potions if it's Annie that you're thinking of. But in all honesty, she just needs air to it. So again, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Annie had a biopsy on her chest. I don't know whether I can show you. I probably can't, but I might be able to show you when we get back up to the yard, if I remember. And it is just severe granulation tissue because we have to keep her rugged because she's very sensitive skinned. And she gets very, very irritated and itchy when there's any kind of midges out. And of course, that's an area where the rug rubs all the time and it can get inflamed. Anyway, good morning, Robert. So it's morning with you over in Texas. I hope you've got some beautiful sunshine like we've got. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? She says as I take you past a bush so you can't see the view. Sorry. Aren't those views beautiful? So welcome to anybody who's joining, whether I see your name appear on here or not, or whether you're watching this on catch up. We're just having a little leg stretch down the road. Hi Maria, good morning to you as well. So happy to see you have sunshine. Hugs to the horses and you, dear Tracy. Oh, thank you. That's lovely of you. Track and tack. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on, so sorry if I say your names wrong. It is beautiful, isn't it? The sounds are very calming. I have to agree with you, Ron. Hello, Steve. No, I've got that wrong. I should say Slave Eddie. Beautiful, superior white goddess. You are very sweet. I don't think I'm that, but Annie is certainly a goddess. Aren't you, darling? It is fun, and it's, you know, it's a little bit, as much as I've done it as a change of scenery for Nero. Oh, you're looking a little bit tired, but it is quite warm today. I've done it as a change of scenery for Nero and to get Annie out because she does need to burn some calories. I've done it for myself, so it's been very therapeutic. Hello from Alabama. Wonderful. You've got good temperature over in Fort Worth. Wonderful. I know you love my accent. Again, that's very kind of you. Luke, how can you tell when horses are tired? Well, there's various ways of telling. You know, their face generally says it all. I'm letting him mooch along. You know, he's blowing a little bit with his nostrils, but he's not doing anything massively cardiovascular. And I think most of the reason that he's blowing through his nostrils is probably because it is a little bit warm today. They are starting to grow their winter coat. So you look at their whole body really, and you look at their faces. But I know if I took him somewhere else, sort of the adrenaline would kick in and he would perk up. But because he's been down this lane quite a few times, he's in a relaxed frame of mind anyway. The sun's shining, so it's not a bad tired. And as for Annie, I can feel underneath me whether she's feeling tired through her body. Obviously, you know, she is a little on the rotund side. She's not massively fit, but just having a little wander down the road. She will get a little bit tired, but sometimes it's good to work through being tired because that's the only way that you build up a little bit more fitness. And it's the same with horses as it is with people. Destiny Browning, you love riding your horse. Wonderful. I hope you have a nice ride out next time you go. Hi, Dominique. Yes, Luke. Rotund. Well, I could call her fat, but she wouldn't thank me for it. I actually called you obese earlier, didn't I, Annie? She doesn't really care, to be honest. I always say she's a lady who lunches. And 11s and brunches and afternoon teases and dinners and supper. Don't you, Annie? Usually at the hay hole. You know, but she's at that point in her life, she's got nothing to prove. Dominique, what breed of horse? They're Friesian horses. So I'm on these two, and then if you look over there, oh, there we go. I don't know whether I can zoom in. I don't know whether I can because my other hand is a little occupied at the moment, as you can see. So I don't know whether you can see all the girlies over there. It's Spesh and Mabel on the left. And then we've got Micah, Yodel, Doubtson and Inna on the right. Anja never misses a meal. Are you giving Annie kisses? She'll tell you off. You see, she told you off. You're not allowed to give Annie kisses unless she invites you. It is beautiful scenery, isn't it? And it's that time of year where the autumn colours are starting to come out. So the leaves are changing. Hello Nancy, lovely to see you on here. Thank you very much, Slave Eddie. I am having a beautiful day and I hope you all are too. And if you're not, then I hope that this little hack out with Nero and Annie can bring a Friesian smile to your face and bring you a little bit of calmness, as it's doing for me. And we have to take advantage when the weather's like this, because as you may have seen, we had torrential rain last week. It wasn't very pleasant. As I say, it's been a good day today. A busy one. I got woken up by a delivery driver. To be honest, I was running a little bit late this morning. A delivery driver with some fresh bedding for the horses. So it was an early start. But I like that early part of the day, especially in September. We were up early yesterday and it was just beautiful through the valley. There was lots of mist. And the sun was beginning to shine through and the blue sky was on its way. Nancy, you're absolutely right. The wood chip is arriving tomorrow. So that's due with us at 7 o'clock in the morning. So Molly has been brilliant this afternoon. She's been raking up the turnouts, raking up all the loose haylage in there just to prepare them so that when it comes we can tip it in there and Tony can get in with his digger, spread it all around, which is so much easier than how we used to do it. I remember when we first had the turnouts set up, you know, and we didn't have the support that we do have these days with all of you wonderful people on here. And we had to do it all by hand. And I think there were 4 or 5 of us with rakes. And it took several days to get it all spread out and levelled out. Whereas I have no doubt that Tony will have it done probably in half an hour in his digger. Thank you, Orange. I can't see all of your name, so forgive me for calling you Orange, but the horses are gorgeous, aren't they? Yes, to be fair, yeah, the plants needed the rain, but it can stop every now and again. Ron, you're a subscriber. Well, thank you very much. You need more calm in your life. Well, we try and bring you, you know, we bring you lots of busy vlogs of things that are going on, but we try and bring you some nice calm videos as and when we can. You see subtle signs of fall as well, Nancy. So I've just got a car behind me. You just thank them. Good afternoon, Lorna. Dominique, we're just a mile outside a little village of Cartmore, in the southern part of the Lake District, in the north of England, in the county of Cumbria. It is a very beautiful part of the world that I'm lucky enough to call home. Hello, Travis. Horses content? No, I'm not going to canter. I might do on a live tomorrow. I might take Doubtson out. Can't guarantee it because it depends how dry the ground is. And yes, as Nancy said, we don't canter on the roads. We'll trot on the roads occasionally, but not for long. Dominique, you've got 2 great aunts that live in Ayr. Well, the next time, if you're visiting them, you'll have to try and pay us a visit as well. Hello, Barbara, over in Louisiana. So we're just coming down the hill back to the farm. And Annie has to pick her way down the hill. She has to be very careful because those that don't know, Annie suffers with wobblers. So she has to really think about where she's placing her feet. And Nero's very good. He generally slows down for her. He's trying to get ahead of her there, but she'll probably tell him off in a minute. Hi, Sally. Well, Sally, I think it's just for the thrill of it. And, you know, I have no problem with anybody saying about wanting to go faster. And, you know, let's face it, we all love it. You know, if I go into the field and have a canter through, I suppose it's just that perception a lot of people have of horses, that they're just there to run. And that's where we just need to educate people a little better. Anyway, there's the three boys. Hi, Francois. Dominique, you will as soon as you fly back here. Wonderful. It's been years since I've seen them. Well, it's a very good excuse to go and see them and come and visit the Friesians as well. Ron, what's a wobbler? No, don't apologise. It's a very valid question. Wobblers is actually a condition where part of the spinal cord is trapped usually in the neck, and it can affect the coordination of the horses, usually through their hind legs, and a lot of thoroughbreds are affected with it. So it's seen quite commonly in young thoroughbreds. It's the first time I've seen it in Friesians, but I suspect now, having the experience of it, it might be more common than we think. But, you know, it's a low-grade wobblers, and, you know, we manage, and Annie's ridden and driven over the years. Oh, there's the fabulous Isis. Isis is one of our workaway helpers over from Brazil. She does so much to help around the place. And look, she's even on gate duty today. Thank you so much, Isis. Come on, Nero. We've got to come in. And there's Hoytzy over there, kicking the door. Hoytzy's in Bess's barn because he's going to be in stable stays later. And there we've got Molly over there, who, as I say, has been clearing the turnouts. And I'm going to hand Nero over to Molly. He was a very good boy. Very good.
And he's taught him some lessons, eh?
Absolutely. She always keeps him in check. Oh, look, we've got all Jodie's dogs over there. We might go and see them. And we'll go, thank you, Molly. And we'll take Annie up. And look, we've got Jodie over there. Oh, we've even got a Bailey and a Jamie. So Jodie is with Jamie's cousin Karen, who's been in the friendship barn with Hidda most of the morning. Hidda has had the best time. And then we'll go up here. Hi, William. And we've got Jamie, one of our guardian angels, with Jodie's 4 doggies. Annie doesn't want to walk up here. We've even got a Bailey. Sorry, I'm disturbing you. We're just at the end of our live. How was school today? It was school. Wonderful. PS what? PSHE and music. PSHE and music, yeah? Good. Well, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hi, William. Hi, Kim. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Dominique. I've said hello to you, Dominique. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments again. Right, I'm going to hop off. So you can see Annie. This is who took you out for your little hack. You were, oh, she's heading off. She's off now to the tie-up points. That's what she thinks of me taking her out. Oh well. Anyway, we will bring you some more lives tomorrow because it's Wednesday, so it's live day. So while Annie goes over to the tie-up points. Oh, is she going in the barn? She is. I'm not going to take you in the barn because it often cuts off there. But thank you very much for joining me. And hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow on Live Wednesday.